Hero's Song, the new game from John Smedley, is now in early access on Steam, which, may I remind you, is for testing and things may not work. Remember that. Now, I'm not really up to speed on Hero's Song or what it's all about, so I'm just gonna hop in and go to town, hopefully literally. The first thing you'll notice about Hero's Song is that it's not a normal MMO. It is server-based, and you're given the option to start a server of your own or to join one. I decided to join one because I just wanted to see the game. Next up is character creation. Here's one of the areas that Hero's Song shines. Look at all of the classes! There's so many it almost brings a tear to my eye. And look at all of the races, which all kind of look alike. Look at all of the classes! And yes, not all of them are in the game yet, but they are coming. And there's a lot of them. And that's cool. I'll just join this person's server here and sit through a loading screen. I think it's broken. It's fine, I don't need you. I'll just start my own server. Creating a world is actually pretty neat. You'll choose from 12 deities, all of which give your world different attributes. The number of deities you get to choose depends on the size of your world. You have small, medium, and large. Once you choose your deities, you'll make some of them more or less prominent than others. I found this to be a pretty cool and novel way to build the world that you want. Come on, come on, come on, and I'm in, there we go. As you can see, Hero's Song has taken the stylized top-down approach for the graphics. Gameplay is very action RPG-ish, moving and fighting with your mouse, and having abilities activated by your number keys and quirt. Right off the bat, I encountered some level 1 gnolls. This should be pretty easy, right? And they seem to hit really hard. Time to run! In Hero's Song, it appears that your health does not automatically regenerate. And at this point, I had not figured out how to regenerate health. But we'll get there in a second. During my manly fleeing, I came across a shop where you can buy food and drink, which you'll need to fill your hunger and thirst meters. Not real sure how you fill your blood meter though, and I'm not too sure I want to know. Once I thought I was safe, I left the shop only to find the gnolls waiting. But in Hero's Song, death is only the beginning. Because you are then thrown into the underworld, where you can also die. And if you die in the underworld, you die in real life. Just kidding, your character's permanently dead. Oh, fine. Good, great, grand, whatever. New character! Next up was the monk. This is where I finally started to figure things out. Turns out, campfires are how you heal. Crafting is actually a pretty major thing in Hero's Song. Materials are found all over the world and are dropped by enemies. You'll need these to make bandages, potions, armor, weapons, etc. I managed to get to level 4 on this guy before biting the dust to a boss monster. Pretty good if I say so myself. After this, I waited a week and then came back to the game. I started a new shaman because I kinda royally f***ed up the first one, now armed with my superior knowledge of the game. AKA several characters' lives carelessly ended by my lack of understanding or caring, I was able to do pretty damn well. I started my own server again and began traversing the land for monsters to kill and materials to use for crafting. After leveling up a few times, I was able to learn a healing spell and a few attack skills, which allowed me to venture out further. My main goal on this expedition was to find the materials to craft myself a new weapon. Here's a tip. When making your own server for one person, make a small map. I made a large one. It took me probably a good hour to get to a dungeon. Why go to a dungeon? Well, I assumed most of the best crafting materials would be in a dungeon. But after delving as deep as I could go in this dungeon, I failed to find anything even remotely close to what I needed. I don't know. Next time, small map. Now, I did happen to die again, but upside, I managed to find a way out of the underworld. Turns out all you have to do is just kill a bunch of stuff and walk right out, just like in real life. So obvious. Really, I'm not too sure what else there is to do in Hero's Song at this point. I can't seem to log into other people's servers no matter what I do. And it's apparently just me because other people are able to. Guess I'll just die old and alone. Or young and alone. Alone is the important part. Again, this is early access, there's a lot of tuning still needed. But I will say that I think this game has potential, and I'm looking forward to it becoming more feature-rich. Right now, I like that the main point of the game just seems to be to explore. And I love games that encourage you to explore. It honestly reminds me of early Minecraft, except less square. I don't think there was a joke in there. Make sure to level up your MMO knowledge by visiting MMORPG.com, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and by following us on social media. To catch up on the week's biggest MMO news, watch our latest MMO FTW. And to see if there's a better MMO out there for you, watch one of our latest First Impressions videos. Thanks for watching.